Yeah.
Well, like I don't go out my way. Like I shop at Aldi.
And we're
That's a
live.
bleak one.
So I shot a 4-minute walk.
So thanks for joining me on another live hangout. What's going on?
he snuck the live thing in. I shop at Aldi.
Where's my telephone?
By Aldi, I meant Waitrose. All right.
And it was that moment that Rob was segregated.
So Simon's Waitrose closing down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're near him.
Is it his fault?
Peter's rubbing his garlic if it was worried.
Yeah, I'm glad he's
garlic butter.
Feverishly masturbating.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad
he's
that's
grating a lot of garlic.
I'm actually making garlic butter at 11:10 in the evening.
Why are you making garlic butter at 11:10?
Because I really wanted to make garlic butter.
Oh, right. Well,
I really wanted.
He's not going to use it.
No, I'll use it for like 2 slices of toast. And
Have you seen Tango in Paris?
no. Oh,
Really?
Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
I've seen that famous scene.
With the butter.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then there's that famous butter scene in Caligula.
How's everyone doing then? What you drinking? What you cooking?
But as you were.
Yeah.
What are you cooking? Putting together a batch of garlic butter.
Exactly.
You realise you don't actually cook the garlic when you're making garlic butter.
I'm not. As I was saying off air, I don't have a garlic press, so I'm having to
Right.
use.
Besides of that, it's either
chocolate.
your hands are massive or that's tiny. What's going on here? I don't know.
I do it my own way, Rob. Okay.
You don't cook the garlic. You just
Fair enough.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing, Peter? Anyway,
I'm not cooking the garlic.
you all right, Peter? Yeah.
And
you
I
hear
was using a knife to get the
Can you hear me?
residual garlic from the.
Can anyone hear me?
underneath of the,
You can't hear me?
Yeah, we
No.
can hear you, so ignoring you.
I don't know.
we can hear you.
We had this the other day.
Yeah.
I'm drinking double scatterbrain from
Oh.
Bearded Iris, which I picked up at Brewdog today. It's a very, very nice beer.
Nice.
Well,
Nice.
I currently have four beers on the go.
Yeah, I was.
I buy it for Tesco's for £3 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just reviewed the free beers we just had on the show and stuff, and
Yeah.
I done it all in one. But then I was like, "Oh, can you do this?" I'm getting called. I was like, oh, "Yeah, okay." And then that took me back even longer.
That's the reason why there's silence.
I did it in one. I did it, and I've done it.
But yeah, I'm gonna have
By the way,
this.
I've got a sneaky suspicion that I
You can't hear me,
what
can
I'm
you?
saying.
Sneaky.
I can hear what Rob and Jake are saying.
You're not doing this
bizarre.
again to us, Peter. This
I
happened
said-
the other day, Rob. When
I said this.
Peter couldn't hear me.
It's weird. It's really odd.
But I can hear Craig, but we're still having a full conversation.
Can you not hear Craig? Seriously, Peter.
I cannot hear Craig at all. I could hear him at first because he was like swearing about before we went live.
Is this
Well,
because
why is
you've only
this?
got one ear?
I don't
No.
know.
Channel.
Craig comes in the right ear. I come in the left.
Well, I'm not.
So what I'm probably going to have to do is, like we did last time, I'm going to have to leave and come
You're gonna
back.
have to leave and come back so you
Yeah.
can hear Craig.
Yeah.
This literally
Yeah.
happened last time, Rob.
This happened the other
yeah.
today.
I was talking. Peter was responding, but he couldn't hear what I was saying.
I wasn't responding to Jake, but
No.
it sounded like I was.
Yeah, but it was perfect. It's as if you're having
Yeah.
a conversation. It's like, couldn't hear him.
Because a few times he sort of cut me up talking, and I thought, okay, a bit rude, but but there we
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have this in a bit.
We're gonna-
So
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah,
banana,
fancy.
Oh, I had that at the beer festival.
yes. So I've got
It
that.
came on towards the end of the session. It's good beer.
Yeah.
It's a big old body
Yeah.
as well, isn't it? Is it like about 10%? 10.5%?
10.1.
Yeah, it drinks like a dream though. It won't taste like 10.1. It might feel like 10.1 like about
Yeah,
10
but
minutes after you've drank it. But
yeah. So I'm going to drink these 3 first, and then that'll be a bit later on. So,
yeah, no, that's a seriously good beer, is that?
yeah, and I've got that in the foggy window left to do. So, damn.
I thought you'd already done Foggy Windows.
Sorry,
I thought you'd already done Foggy Windows.
not that one. I've done.
Is it a variant?
No, I done Sticky Green and Bad Traffic.
Ah, right. Yeah. Friends and Family, Foggy Windows was. I think that's one of their like core IPAs.
Yeah. I'm leaving that one. I'm leaving that one till last.
Oh no, I'd leave Bonita until last. Foggy Windows is good, but it's not Bonita quality.
I just I don't know. We'll see. I might change them up. So, whatever.
The kind of scheme at Cloudwater Friends and Family was you're meant to have a core beer, not as in like core range beer, but a beer that you'd have on at the start of every session. It will be on throughout the session. And Monkish was Foggy Windows, and then the other tap it would flip.
I quite like that idea. I quite like that idea for a festival where you have a beer that everyone can get.
That's right.
At every session, and then like change ones. I think that's quite a good idea.
Yeah. It sounded like a great festival. I might next year.
It was a bloody wonderful day.
If they do one next year, then.
So how did they get around that whole licensing thing then on the second day?
Essentially, I think a couple of things.
They sort of just turned a blind eye, didn't they? Essentially,
kind of, because so many like high level people.
The mayor and everything, wasn't it?
The Night Tsar and stuff.
Yeah,
I heard some interesting conversation yesterday about it. Was saying that maybe there were why and how did people the authorities descend on that venue that night? Because if you got that event going on, you got a beer festival going on, your authorities aren't going to be thinking, have they got a license? So people I was out with last night were speculating that maybe there's a bit of drunkenness going on. So therefore, the authorities, the police, for example, were alerted to the situation, and then it's questions that get asked. Have you got your license? Can we see your license, please? We don't have a license. That's all been looked after by the venue management company. Okay, well, you get in touch with them so we can see a copy of your license, please. Ring them up. They answer it. Oh no, we don't have a alcohol license for the venue. Each event individually is going to get their own. You told me that we had an alcohol license for this venue. I think that's probably what happened, and they were like, "So you've not got a license for this? We're going to have to shut you down, I'm afraid." I think that's probably what went down. Because why would you? If you take any established business in any major city and they put on a publicised event, why would the authorities just go, shall we have a look, see if they've covered all the bases? It doesn't seem right that something's alerted them.
Yeah, because that was the thing that they kept tweeting was like, if there's any drunkenness, that's it for us.
Yeah.
That's what they tweeted the whole next day, wasn't it? It was like, if anyone fucks up, it's like it kills it for everybody. So everyone be sensible, sort of thing.
Which I'm sure was quite a fucking ask. Both sessions. He had tickets for both sessions the following day, and I think he tapped out before the end, as you would do. It was great. The session I went to, they'd only sold half tickets, so it was really leisurely. Very few queues. There were a queue at Trillium. There were a queue at. It's like when I went in, because you had this tick-off list of 5. You were guaranteed pours from 5 breweries, and you could get one pour from those breweries within the first 3.5 hours. And that was Hill Farmstead, Trillium, Monkish, Vale, and other half. So I went in, and there were a queue at Trillium. And I'm like, there's no queue over at other half, and they're serving the Omnipolo collab. I'll go and get that.
Yeah, right. That's what.
It wasn't. It was great, and it was a wonderful start. I mean, we were all hanging out there. Paul Jones kind of came round like where we were. It was kind of pseudo trade session. Came round going, all right, I hope you can have a really good time. Going really personal. Going like, all right, nice to see you. Hope you're having a really good time. And like, yeah, this is fucking ace, isn't it? So we're all kind of like,
So,
I woke up.
it sounds like
over in the morning.
sounds
I
good.
was like, have you seen what's happened with Cloudwater? I'm like, what? It's been shut down. No fucking way.
Yeah, yeah. I was awake when the post didn't come through, and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's quite late at night, about half 11,
I think
12.
I was up with my son.
Must it felt at that moment.
Yeah. Are you talking over me, Peter? Can't hear me.
I might be talking. There might be a slight delay, but at least I can hear everything.
Oh, you can. Oh, good.
Yeah.
I
I'm just an ignorant twat. That's
I can't slag you off there.
Well, you can.
Well, you can. You can.
I can, but yeah, you know, I don't.
But yeah, Paul seems like a really nice guy, actually.
Yeah,
I've only met him once. I met him in 2016 at the Leeds International. He was there. Really nice chap.
Yeah.
But my only memory I have with Paul was when I was stood in Court Street thinking what beer to have. And he just, for no reason, just leans over and goes, if I was you, I'd go for some of that. I was like, oh, thanks, mate. But I went to sit down and I looked over and I was like, I've seen him before.
Paul, yeah.
But I was like, I'm not going to go over to him.
Oh, my only run-in was he served me Dipper V3 at the Humanist Lupulus event.
Of course, yeah, brought you on the train.
Really?
And I just said, Dipper, I'm very sorry, I apologise, and I will give myself 40 lashes.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, he brought you on the train. He brought you on the train. He walked in with it on his shoulder. That keg. That's
impressive.
What happened to the older guy with the long hair?
James.
Yeah.
Well, he was the original head brewer. He works at SSV, which is a brewery building.
Spain.
Their most recent kind of publicised things. They've fitted out the new Brains Brewery.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
It's all like SSV's all tanks and stuff like that, isn't it? They make all tank and brew.
Yeah, and that's why Colin's over here because James built a kit for Salt Beer Factory, and when they would go through their transition, James stood in and brewed some beer for him, and essentially brought Colin in as head brewer. And we're seeing improvements. It's not amazing, but it's better than it was when it started. So it's early days over this way, but could become an amazing thing.
Yeah. Bedding in. I want to try some of that stuff.
I thought you were bedding in.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Wait, what was that? I think you did say what you was drinking, Peter.
mine is Troubles.
Oh, you didn't know. Nice. Oh my days. Yeah, I've been wanting to try that, but I've just been. It varies in price a bit. I was like,
Yeah. Well, I got mine from Cloudwater themselves. Picked up a Canada and the Martin, and it came to 12 quid. So I'm thinking I probably paid about £3.50 to £4 for the lager. Less than that.
yeah, 8 quid. 8 quid.
I think I paid about 7 for mine.
Something like that. I didn't get the itemised.
Yeah.
I've seen it up. I've seen it up to £9.20.
Yes, but that's London, isn't it?
It was actually an online bottle shop. I'm not going to say who
Maybe it's passed through
because I can't.
on the way to a very reputable, respectable
Yeah.
sport. Also.
Yeah, but no, it was. But then the next day they dropped the price a bit, which is weird.
It's incorrectly priced.
Yeah,
um,
yeah, but I'm not going to name them though. But yeah,
Very dishonest of you.
don't be pissing on my shit. Don't be pissing on my shit. Craig Samuels.
but yeah. Oh, I like this table beer. It's growing on me.
I finished that hours ago.
I left that till last. That table beer. Finished it.
Yeah.
This is drinking way too quick.
To be honest,
Well,
I'm not going to finish.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered about finishing this.
I actually quite like that. Yeah, that's growing on me as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Growing on me.
the pale ale was out of the three was probably my least favourite.
Actually, no, I didn't mind it. I know that I finished that as well.
But the table beer, I thought was the first, the good
Table
one,
beer was the best one for me. Yeah.
and then the goes was second, and then
Yeah, that was my last mouthful of table beer. I think
yeah, nice enough
we
beers.
need a stout.
They do stouts. They've got quite a bit of. See if this works now. It probably won't.
What were you trying to do earlier, anyway?
I was just trying to get the brewery's page up. It just didn't work. It was just like
Malware.
it just wouldn't let me.
Exactly, yeah. It's always malware, isn't it?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. This laptop's pretty safe from that.
It's guaranteed it.
Well, I don't. There's nothing like that on there.
This is on you.
Craig, there's no need to lie. Okay.
No, the malware's probably on my phone. Yeah,
It's true. Has to be said nowadays.
Yeah.
Phone.
it is what
I'm
it is.
not getting the
But,
laptop out.
It's what it is.
come on, still slow. We'll try this because it doesn't matter now. But will you work? It's really temperamental. I'm really shocked at how temperamental it's been tonight. No.
So I didn't buy a bottle of the 10-ton truck, but it was very nice. It was very nice. From Brewdog. Brewdog. It seemed. I looked at the price on the website. And I think it was like £8.50 for a bottle. And I'm thinking it's going to be even more than that in the shop, in the bar. I thought, fuck that! I'm not paying £10 for a bottle of this for a free fancy.
Yeah. I had a very nice surprise from Brewdog price-wise.
You're always in. Whenever you go in Manchester, you're always in.
I'm always in there because
Why is that?
their Imperial Stouts recently have been absolutely bang on. And when I was in there last, I saw that they had bottles of the Brewdog Verdant collab,
Oh yeah.
like £3.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I was in Brewdog Norwich the other week, I had it on tap, and I was actually quite impressed with it. I thought it was quite good.
It's not Verdant's best work by any stretch.
Oh no, but
but
it's
for,
pretty good for Brewdog.
yeah, especially for £3 takeout.
Yeah.
By the way, update on the garlic
Pretty
butter.
good for Brewdog.
It's got a nice coating of paprika.
Ooh,
Yeah,
paprika garlic.
Yeah.
I thought it was a tiramisu then.
Peter, are you going to wrap it in a bit of cling film and make
Oh,
it
sausageify it.
sausagify it?
I might do, but not right now.
So you can cut it into nice little discs and put it on steak.
Here you go. Jake's not.
Yeah. I'm going to let it firm up a little bit.
Leave it to firm up a little bit. That's what it's all about. Cook a piece of steak, rest it, whack a bit of that on it,
Yeah.
wrap it up, bit of rosemary in there, leave it for 20 minutes.
Oh, yes.
And keep feeding the butter back onto the steak.
Oh, yeah.
Feeding the steak with the butter.
I had a very underwhelming steak from the co-op.
See, Jake, that only works if you are you basing that on the Matty Matheson?
Yeah.
Because steak is like fucking that.
Yeah.
I've tried that method, and I've succeeded to an extent. But my steak was probably a quarter the thickness.
Yeah, it's hard to get that thickness of steak unless you ask for it. I think.
Unless you
Yeah.
pay like 40
Yeah.
quid for one piece.
Yeah. It's like no thank you.
I actually really like doing steak on charcoal on the barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Direct.
been barbecue weather recently, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
Eisenhower style, that's what they call it.
So good. It's just so juicy. And literally just a couple of minutes on each side. Let it just sizzle.
On coals, not on a grill. Directly on
Directly on the coal.
yeah, dirty style, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, dirty style.
I haven't done that yet, but
Yeah.
that's like my favorite. It's like I only really got into like barbecuing last year, but like steak was like my favorite thing to cook on the barbecue. It was just so good. And pork loin. I like pork loin.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh,
I've got some. Sorry,
I
Rob.
do a bit of canny asada.
Ooh.
You put it in a bag with loads of citrus and stuff.
Oh.
You don't leave it too long, but you start to so you
I'm
can
start breaking it down a little bit.
cheating, but
Oh.
real zest to it. And you
Sounds
just you whack it on for like 30 seconds, and that's about it. And you put it on a taco with a bit of feta and some guacamole, or actually a bit of avocado. Bit of fresh and 2 mouthfuls.
Why are you telling us this now? Rob?
That's you ready for summer?
I'm now ridiculously hungry.
I do have. I can't remember what type of.
all the juice that you chop the rest of it and whop it in. I'm telling you, go on Ballistic Barbecue. Obviously, YouTube is a great source for wonderful information. Yeah, Ballistic Barbecue, carne asada.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah, I've got some. I think it's applewood chips.
Yeah.
And I want them to soak in maybe a bourbon, and then do a bit of smoking.
I don't think you'll gain much from soaking it, but I mean, soaking is just so it burns longer. But
If you put it in bourbon, it might be a bit
bourbon.
volatile.
Yeah, probably it might go up in flame. Yeah,
Look at it.
don't soak it in bourbon. I mean, you can't. You'll be able to buy Jack Daniel's chips. No bother.
Oh yeah.
At the shop.
Well, I was spending my yesterday in work because our internet access is being cut because people are just looking at like clothes when they're supposed to be taking calls. But there are websites that they've not managed to block, and one of those is Amazon. So I was just like looking up different because I needed a coffee. I needed a coffee grinder, and I was looking for barbecue stuff.
nice.
I've got my own a sourdough book. It was the busiest time we've had for like 2 months. I was like put myself to busy for about 10 minutes, just like going through Amazon.
Yeah. Funny.
I remember that when I used to work in I used to work for like an insurance company in the call center, and putting yourself to busy, but you could only do it for a certain amount of time before people would start getting suspicious.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, I better fucking actually work now.
But they always like play off. Is there something wrong, Peter? It's like I'm just doing some after call work.
So Peter's really good at his after call work. He always he's very diligent.
He always gets his notes done.
Yeah.
Companies watching this. Live.
No, they don't know who I am.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. If he's on his channel, then he might not have.
Well, frankly, people in work only know that I drink a lot of beer. They don't actually know that I review beer online, and I want to keep it that way.
I think that's
Best way.
not on the flip yet.
No,
Who'd you
there's
work-
not.
Who'd you work for?
let's the details.
Let's just say the company's name is the opposite of cold.
Hot Shoes.
I know. Calm down now.
Hot Shoes of Manchester.
Rivals to Clark's. That's all I could say.
My phone oddly just like springs into action once in a while. But even though when I don't ask it to do it, it's like, do you know the Siri type thing?
Mhm.
It's just it picked up some picked up on me saying sexy shoes, and he replied saying, "That's nice of you to say, considering I'm pretty invisible." Like, for starters, when I try and make you work,
Yeah, it don't fucking
how do you
work.
pick up on me just saying sexy shoes?
Is it because it's Bixby? Is it Bixby on yours?
Bixby's a piece of shit. So watch this. What? Oh, right, okay. I'm going to shut this off. Hi, Bixby. Nothing. Nothing. But I just randomly in conversation, it kicks in and starts like telling me about sexy shoes.
I had a moment.
You need to actually think of these solutions at the end of it as well.
Yeah. I had a moment like that with Siri a couple of years ago. On one episode of ER that I was watching, and whenever this one character spoke, my phone would answer to whatever was being said on the screen. It wasn't just like any loud noise would spring it was just this one character's voice was just kicking it off, and like it's like I can't stop it. I literally had to turn my phone off just so this phone, my iPhone, wouldn't keep springing into action, responding to like medical questions.
Yeah. Did it respond with the right answer?
I can't remember. It was just very good, you know. I wish I was a bit more aware of the situation.
I've got like one of those Amazon Alexas, and that just goes off randomly.
Yeah.
It would just go. It would just respond to something. It's like no one's even talking about right. So
I am going to kill you.
Yeah. Apparently, you can do that. You can get it to say like really freaky shit just to wind people up.
Yeah. Anyway, I was going to get into obviously the name of the show.
What is the name of the show?
Yeah, what is the name of the show?
Just a week. This week in beer, basically boring, but it's been good.
But not a boring week though, Craig.
No, but and it's in beer.
Okay. Craig, just before you get into your news, the
Go.
chairman of SEBA stepped down. If don't know if
really? No way! I can't believe it.
And also Fuller's had a reshuffle of their board.
All right.
Yeah. So there we go. They're the big headlines. Craig, carry on.
Who's that then? Who's that then? I don't know.
Before Craig gets into the topics, I did watch parts of Midsummer Murders where there was a person who was put in one of the mash tuns and boiled to death.
No way!
But the good thing was, it was like they made up like it was a monk-based brewery. Funny enough.
Wow.
Can't remember the name of them, but
were they northern?
Ooh.
But there was a little jab at camera in there.
Oh,
Because this brewery had just opened and we're doing a free tasting event. And the head of
it's
the
just fucking nuts.
yeah, and the head of the but they didn't call them camera, of course, but like the Real Ale Society decided, we're going to have our festival on that day. And there was a quote in the program where the detective had got a six-pack. I got some nice craft beer. And then there was like a little jab of, well, craft beer's not real ale though, is it? And then he's very snobby. And I was like, they've hit the mark, but missed the mark as well.
Also, like, I didn't see the particular episode, but didn't they? It wasn't the mash tun, wasn't it? Because didn't people say like, oh, well, they wouldn't have been boiled alive in there? Wasn't like the fermenter or something? It's like they wouldn't be boiled alive because there's no boiler.
It wasn't the mash tun. It was
I just saw the shitstorm afterwards.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like they wouldn't have been boiled because that was the fermenter.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Craig. We've just
That's right. Before I get on to news and bloody bar, some people will be interested, and others won't. Which is fine. Rob, you've got a show coming up next week. Have you got a day planned for that?
Don't ask me that shit.
Why not?
It was going to be this week, but then
Right.
the release went when Simon thought it was. So saying,
Oh, right.
I've got the beers. Simon and Ollie have got to get the beers, and then we'll figure out a date.
Right, okay. I know.
And that'll be on Simon's channel in some way. Maybe I don't know if it'll be on his Facebook or whatever, but yeah, so that's the plan. Me, Ollie, and Simon.
I reckon it'd be
I've got
better.
the beers already, but it's all about who you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. No, it's good to watch. Just wondered if there was any kind of.
No,
But
I don't
yeah.
know when it'll be. Hopefully, if everybody else, it would for timely purposes.
Yeah.
I'm if we can all get it, that'd be really cool. That'd be really fun, in just in such a fucking contrast of people as well.
Yeah, just Ollie and Simon together on screen is gonna be a
cool.
second hold.
See, Ollie live though. You mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't exist as a live entity, does it? Though.
Yeah, but no, I'd just be interested in. He's got to do it on YouTube. I would think. You know, I think it'd be better. I think it's the better platform for live stuff.
Yeah, she's not sure he knows how to do it.
No, that's
well, it is a pain with the new layout.
Yeah,
it's not if you just switch off to the old one.
Yeah. But you have to get to that point where
that's right. Yeah, but so yeah, obviously big news today. Magic Rock. We've kind of talked about it on the Good Gear Live show a bit, but what's your thoughts on it all, Peter?
I think long time coming.
Yeah,
for Magic Rock specifically.
I'm still a bit shocked personally.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a shock. It was a little bit of a shock for it to happen so abruptly.
No, a change is gonna come.
But Rob did call it.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
He probably knew.
And I did get told by John, who owns Northern Beer Temple, that there could be something big with Magic Rock happening. But it's still a little bit of a shock because it was just like bang. There was like no speculation beforehand. It was just
there was
quite a bit of speculation before.
Well, the Tesco stuff.
The Tesco stuff. They're going to go into Tesco, and it's like there's a clue.
Yeah, I wouldn't have made that guess that going from Tesco to a complete buyout. No. I mean, obviously they were connected and they strategically released the information, but it was a shock to know. Oh, they're actually being taken over as well. But then it's like you sit back and think, makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It was strange to sort of see in the post that Magic Rock did, they sort of referred to themselves as board members.
Yeah,
because it's obviously 100% buyout. So that's like what they. So it's like they've already they know their position.
Oh yeah, it's all been. Was it last August or something that they started? In the
October last year. I think that was the first.
I think the first contact was August.
But I mean, my thing I'm most excited about with the Tesco thing is Hill Farmstead, Verdant, and that's what I'm most excited about.
I can't believe they got them. It's amazing.
I can't believe it. Yeah, it's fucking incredible, isn't it?
And they're bringing in fridges, especially. So it's cold chain.
It's all cold chain. Direct from the farmstead. I did enjoy myself doing that.
It was funny.
Yeah.
One thing that you won't have noticed, I did a search to find out what the default font that is used on Instagram. I then changed the post count on the fake account as well. Because everybody be like, "Oh no, it's still on 279, so it's not changed." I purposely moved it over so like the titles would be like, "Oh yeah, you got if you had two move across," and yeah. Adding the little icon that's got like multiple images.
You went.
I don't
for it.
think I fooled that many people. I think there was a couple of people.
I looked at it and I went, "What?" And then I went, "Ah."
There was,
Yeah.
I went, "Oh, that Rob."
I just kept just for the sake of not like insulting people. I thought, well, I got to make them aware, whether they're in on the joke or not. This is fake. I just wanted to see how far this could run. Yeah, we've got Hill Farmstead. Fucking hell. And the other ones, the first two, the Verdant and other half, are actually images from that guy's account. So, that's authentic. Let's move them up into the rotation and see how it goes on. See who bites. First guy a bit. He's quite a blogger. He's a good guy. I forgot his name, but he replied in, I can't see that post. I replied with a gif of Dr. Evil just like turning around in the chair laughing. Yeah, I fucking got you.
Yeah, so is it Monday that a lot of these new beers are coming out?
Ain't
from
that
the
coming
Tesco's?
on the 1st of April?
Huh?
That'd be the shittest April Fool joke in the world.
Yeah. Yeah,
We're
that's
really getting those beers.
But beyond
That's the thing. It's like,
there's going to be more announced there. I
Well,
think there's gonna be more
disappointed
announced.
craft beer snobs going into Tesco's. Oh, they got me good.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's it.
they're going to talk that there's going to be some more announced, but I don't know if they will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably
the
a few.
first wave was a bit underwhelming. I think they just probably got. I think they've improved. This guy probably proved a point with his employers. It's probably with the vocation and Thornbridge stuff. If we make a bit of an effort, we can get some really good stuff. Because I mean, did you realise that Wildcard were already available?
Yeah. Well,
Have you
I've
bought any of it?
I've never bought
artwork.
them.
Wildcard's artwork is fucking with the bloody playing
Cards.
card thing on there. It's just crap, and the beers
just so
aren't
long.
very good either. I've had like the blonde ale and that, but I haven't had any of those can releases. That's really good. To be fair, I've only had those core ones, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a look Monday afternoon. At my,
apparently it's already online. You can see the lineup. Like it's that you can pre-order it for Monday.
Pre-order.
On
Who thought we'd be pre-ordering craft beer?
not bothered about that.
The Punk Spunk is only it's only like 65p cheaper or something.
Yeah, it's £5 a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be £1.65. £1. Yeah, £1.65.
I mean, I'd probably pick up a bottle or so every now and again for a fiver because I was really impressed with that beer, to be honest.
Punk Spunk.
Yeah,
Right.
spunk.
Punk Spunk.
Because how many breaded beers are you going to be able to pick up in Tesco's?
Let's see, my phone's kicked in when I was talking about Punk X Spunk.
Spunk, Bixby.
Yeah.
Bixby.
Punk X Spunk.
I'm gonna go and check them up anyway.
Yeah.
See what they got.
I'm going to be returning home from Manchester on Monday anyway, so I might pop in.
If there's a larger, I've got an extra just up the road, so I might make the effort to go in there and have a look.
So why
Yeah, 'cause
are
apparently
you
even the smaller
returning
stores are getting
on Monday, Peter?
What?
Why are you
Sorry, that again?
returning on Monday?
Oh, because my young brother's got a gig in Manchester, and
Are you
I
are you still fucking grating garlic?
That's toast.
Toast.
Yeah.
Toast.
I'm putting the garlic butter to use now
All right.
Fucking
in an eating way. But
No, I'm
I'd be-
masturbating.
I
mate,
can't-
like.
I can't wait that long for toast. Jesus.
I don't need garlic. I don't need garlic on my toast. You gotta
Yeah,
get
but
some
garlic
bread.
butter toast is
Yeah, but garlic
No,
bread
but
is like the
you put
best
garlic
thing.
butter on good toast and good bread
Yeah.
and fun bread.
yeah. I mean,
Just
this
want a
is
bit of fucking white sliced white. Bit of a
Robert's 50-50
Warburton.
toast.
I'd rather make a meal.
fucking- Sounds
Taking
like
that
he's
long.
fucking laying bricks.
It sounds like it's No, he's scrubbing his shoes or something.
Is he? Has he like? Do you know like when drummers mic up their like tom toms?
Oh yeah,
Peter mic'd up his fucking bread knife.
yeah. I've got microphones strategically placed all around the kitchen.
in his bathroom.
Yeah, my bathroom stroke kitchen.
Kitchen bathroom. It's like Kramer. Just doing washing up in the shower.
But yeah, to answer the initial question, I'm in Manchester for my younger brother's gig. Is it the Zombie Shack? One of the venues under, one of the many businesses under the railway arches.
In fact, they've got a really good beer list.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. I've looked.
Could be
Oh well. Oh well.
I'll be on the Pabst.
On your heritage brands.
Yeah. So
there's got to be red stripe.
drink-
It can't be a good gig
Yeah,
venue
it
if it doesn't have red stripe.
it
Can't drink
probably
too
will
much
have
of it,
red stripe, but no D on Untapped. It's tapped it.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Three pints of PBR.
So I've got that gig on the Sunday, and I think everyone else is coming back to Skem, and I just thought, I'll book a hotel and stay over. So I might as well go to Northern Monk, Badwater, Track,
Yeah.
and
Do
other
it.
places.
Beernev,
I need to go to Beernev.
they're not open on a Monday.
No, on a Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Yeah, so I'm there on a Sunday and then coming home on a Monday.
You don't need to go to Beernev. No one
I want to try some. It's a.
You're going to try and finish at half.
Yeah, half challenge.
Got
The Beernev half challenge.
got a couple of comments. 3 comments now. Lee Russell, the king of beer tube. How you doing?
Hi, Lee.
Saying, cheers, British speaking persons. But yeah, afraid so.
Barely.
Chris from Off the Temp says, "Love you all." How you doing, Chris? Is the Soy Boy bathroom reviews? Yeah, he's actually in the kitchen. I hope. I'll be worried if I'll be worried. He's scraping his butter in the bathroom.
Scraping his butter aggressively in the bathroom.
Yeah, but
That's
it's whatever you like. It's whatever you like, though, isn't it? Really.
It's whatever you
Yeah,
like.
it's whatever you're into.
Yeah. Wow.
Buttering them up. So, there you go. But,
They're
yeah,
popular in Canada.
comments.
It appears, especially along the border.
Yeah.
Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Lee,
Ontario.
Is Lee Nova Scotia?
Nova Scotia, yeah, and Ontario. Chris is Ontario, and we got Rory Lee. Hello.
Oh, well,
How you doing?
Alright, Rory.
Hi, chaps. Drinking new batch of Into the Haze. Tasting amazing.
I'm gonna get one of them in a minute as well.
Yeah, so I bet it is. I love that beer. That's so good.
Yeah, we got a bunch of day in Leeds, and there were there were 2 new ones, and I managed to get one of them, and it wasn't the one. What we're getting, like a 4.26 on Untapped. That one had all gone. Glue. It was glue. What I missed out on. I got the other one. Can't remember what it was called, but
yeah.
So that had gone so far. I'll get into the haze, and
Yeah.
I'll
I don't-
try that in a minute.
And then Chris from Off the Temp says, "Don't cut your Peter off, Peter." So
Too late.
there you go. And then we got Rod J. And cheers, guys. So, how you doing, Rod? You're on.
Hi, Rod.
I think the the comment stream's much more kind of like acclaimed
Interesting.
than the much more interesting than the people that are actually watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Not that I'm feeling the pressure.
it is what it is.
It is what it
Yeah.
is.
Hey, so what about those Tesco's releases, eh?
Hey, what about this release, man?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey,
Wow.
Redbeard, what do you fucking say, man? Hey, Jamie, you gonna wake up, man? That's
But
what.
yeah,
that's-
I was more disappointed about the bottle shop closing, to be honest. as
It's
we've got
so
two
selfish,
branches.
Craig. Selfish bastard.
Yes,
Uh,
yes,
Yeah, well, it is.
It's not enough for you,
It's
lot.
it's the retail side that's the shame, isn't it? It's like
yeah,
I don't give a shit
Yeah.
about like the fucking distribution side, but like the Canterbury Bottle Shop that was my local for 5 years. That was my local establishment.
yeah. I was pretty gutted that the whole thing went. Canterbury's just not going to be the same
No,
anymore.
No.
I mean, you got Craft Beer Co. You got Pork and Co.
yeah,
But
and they've got a tap room.
their hours are quite odd. You got Pegasus, which was in last night, a few other places, but it's not. Apart from that, you got Thomas Tallis, which is it's not really anywhere there now.
No.
It's just a shame. And then the Margate one, of course, that's just like
well, because
such a great.
there was
such a
supposed to be
great
a bit of
venue.
news about all that stuff staying open, but it hasn't come to fruition, has it?
I don't think it's going to happen, but
Yeah.
Jake,
I'm preparing
you
that.
need to move your potential business endeavour from Ipswich to Margate.
Yeah, I'll just leave my family.
Yeah, leave them. Just hand it out to one.
Move everybody over.
We moved away from Canterbury to go so we were near our family.
Ah,
That's fair enough.
Yeah, we need people around us that can look after our children.
Yeah.
selfish bastard.
The one good thing I've seen about those bottle shop closures is the fact that people are rallying around to have industry jobs made available for those who've lost their jobs in the bottle shop.
Yeah, probably easier in the London
Yeah.
the London side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to be rooting for them, sort of.
But there's a lot of
They're gonna
animosity for the head guy. What's his name? Andrew, whatever his face is.
Andrew
There's a
Morgan.
lot of like people just think he just drove it into the ground. Bit of a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, I met him a few times, and he was always a pleasant chap. Like I met him a few times, but
I remember. Yeah, I had
bit,
a
sort of
great. I had a great chat with him for a couple of hours one night in the Margate place. Just having a chat, and he was like, "Oh, got me a couple of beers." I was like, "Oh, cool." But then he was saying, we was talking about the Beavertown thing. The Beavertown thing happened like a few weeks before. Pulled out.
they were so bitter about that.
He was. He was. But I'm like, well,
Why?
I don't know.
To like and also to bring it up in that bloody interview or whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't
Why?
understand.
Why would
To have that much invested, and they didn't even ever used to get that many Beavertown releases. They used to do the bloody hell launch every year and not that sort of thing. But like, you don't hinge your business on that sort of thing, do you? Surely.
no?
It's a weird thing, and all of the American stuff was just a joke, really.
He
So
was
the
The least
culture.
interested in American breweries.
It was either too expensive.
Well-
The actually interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Like when they got the they got in some
Yeah.
interesting modern times stuff. But then they were stupidly expensive. Even I mean, they were they'd have like a barley wine at the same price. They'd have a 4.2% Berliner Weiss. It's such
Crazy.
such a badly construed concept.
And they always used to have like Iron Fire and like breweries like that, and
Yeah.
they just sit there
No one
for
could give
forever.
a fucking shit about.
Yeah.
Don't make any sense. It's kind of like you could get away with that. Like when I first started discovering American breweries in the UK, you can get away with that because it was exotic, because it's different.
Yeah.
You don't cut it anymore. If you want to bring,
I think
some
another-
beer from the West Coast, you've got to be on the fucking ball. It can't be by bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I think another thing now. I think the UK brewing scene has come a long way since they first opened in 2010. Just drinking the hazy things we get over here now.
No.
It's like, to a degree, why do we need to spend like things like that, like Daya? Of course,
But they didn't change,
Amazing.
did they? Though, Craig, that was the downfall, wasn't it? They didn't get those beers in.
Yeah, but that's what people are drinking here. So I don't know. I don't know.
That's it. It's like, I mean, you were talking about Craig earlier this week. When we were talking about the American sort of hazy beers compared to the UK beers. Utilisation of hop wines were right up there, if not in some ways surpassing that. But the American breweries always have that sort of like mouthfeel.
That's where they edge.
Yeah,
I think that's where
so
they edge it. But
if these places are getting older, good American beer, you're going to notice a drop off on that consistency in the mouth.
yeah, but then I mean, but there's also price point. You know, with
prices.
The way things are going and stuff. It's like you better just get something from down the road.
Yeah,
and it's going to be
just the type of beers. Like, do you really want a Green Flash beer at that price point when you can get something way better? Like,
no, because they're a bunch of evil bastards. Green Flash is people.
Yeah,
look into it. They're awful people. And my experience at Green Flash was probably my worst experience in California.
Right, wow.
Yeah, it's fucking bobbins in so many ways. So I rocked up there. I didn't have my ID. Yeah, because I don't look like my grey hair proves I am very much over 21. I have had a hard life, but I mean, definitely over 21, even back then, even 5 years ago. And so, because my wife, she who is like she's 3 years younger than me. She had her ID. I'm like, I'm clearly older than her. And she's got her ID, and they're like, you got to promise not to. If we're gonna let you in, we got to promise not to drink. And I'm like, pinky promise. I'm not gonna drink when I'm going. But it was like a fucking aircraft hangar, and it was so void of atmosphere and personality. And they had like a bit of astroturf out of the car park with some tables on. It was so. And going to Green Flash was going to be like such a pinnacle. Drinking West Coast IPA at their West Coast IPA, which is called West Coast IPA. At the brewery was going to be a real pinnacle, and it was just a bit. It was such a it's the worst experience I had. But it's not a bad thing because everything else is fucking incredible. But yeah.
Rory's asking you, how's that new batch of Daya?
Beautiful.
Rob? Yeah.
Delightful, majestic, wonderful.
He's gone. Yeah, so few more comments. Looking forward to the new Thornbridge release. Release. Says Rory.
Got them both upstairs, mate.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Saw the photo. Saw the photo on Instagram earlier. I was like, interesting.
So you know in this fucking business, isn't it? I tell you.
Yeah.
Can I cool?
Got me a fucking some Thornbridge, mate. Have you got pink grapefruit? You've got pink grapefruit. I'll see.
God, that sounds good though.
Yeah, Rod says I hadn't seen Rod Lip before. I can't pronounce that word, Rory. What's that? Fred Riskdale? Wine online?
Oh, Friedrich style. Is that the cherry wine?
I can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
You could buy it on the bottle shop online apparently.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's really good.
Right.
Wine, by the way.
I've had a sniff. I was offered a taste of they do like liqueur based on it.
I think so. Yeah. They do quite a lot on it.
My mate's got it in his local bottle shop. Yeah. Serves it as a shot.
Plus, Mittler do their spontan cherry using that as well.
Oh right.
Well, the Friedrich style spontan cherry.
Yeah, he's got little bottles of it as the wine because you had like a miniature, didn't you, in the beer thing? Yeah, it sells them as like a full bottle of wine, but it's not. It's actually it's like a small thin kind of bottle. It's quite intense though, isn't it? Quite an
Oh
intense
yeah,
sherry.
very intense. But absolutely
I had a
gorgeous.
sniff of the liqueur. It is quite something.
Right. I'm gonna go and do a review. I trust you. So hopefully I can get these headphones to work when I come back, and I'll be about 5-10 minutes. So
5 to 10 minutes.
Wait,
See how
you're
long it takes
start the
to-
timer now. Right, let's dish on the real Craig. His
I'm gonna go onto YouTube. See if we've got any comments.
What you can hear offline from Craig was
Craig's beer reviews.
if you comment, he hates you. Basically, let's.
It's gonna be fun talking again.
Bixby's back on. The fifth member of this band.
just drinking my last can of Elvis juice. And a really good batch of cans that I had.
So did you not go for the get a half Elvis juice if you take him a pink grapefruit?
No.
Why?
So much effort.
You have to go and buy a pink grapefruit.
Oh, that's Peter.
Yeah.
That's why I love you, Peter. So you can get some free beer if you took it serve fruit into a bar, but took effort for that shit.
Yeah, I only got the Elvis juice from the co-op.
The Williams brother grapefruit beer from Aldi is really good, Peter.
I saw that.
You got to give it a go. It's like £1.29 or something. It's so
Is that
good.
under that sort of foundry?
No. It's Williams brother. Williams brothers, like it's their own beer. They do a lager and I think they might do it for Aldi, but it's their own logo and all that sort of thing.
Aldi.
Yeah.
Aldi.
How do you want me to say it? How do you say it?
Aldi.
Oh,
Aldi. I'm going down Aldi.
Aldi. Got a fucking L in it. Aldi. It's not
How did I say it?
Aldi.
Aldi. How do you say the car?
Aldi.
Yeah.
Audi.
Aldi.
No, it's Audi. It's
Aldi.
German. Peter will tell you. Audi. You don't pronounce the L. That's uncouth.
Don't get cosmopolitan on me. Don't bring him into this.
It's like in lit. You don't pronounce the L in little.
Yeah. It's like you
just go id.
Pretentious British people going Aldi. We're going to Aldi. It's like how on earth?
Aldi.
Audi.
How on earth is an A and O?
I can't say it any other way. Audi.
Aldi.
Hello. Hey up, we're going to fucking Aldi. There you go.
Hey, we're going to the Aldi. By God.
Are you saying this out of me? Because it's essentially
No. I wasn't intending.
Tomorrow morning.
Skelmersdale, we call our local Asda the Asda.
Oh, I call it the Asda.
The
I
Asda.
live like a 3-minute walk to the Asda.
The Asda. It drives me up the fucking wall.
Esther takes piss out of me for calling it the Asda. Yeah, the Asda.
To Asda.
That's it, Asda.
That's it, Asda.
Dan Asda.
Tazda.
Asda.
Jake's walked past that Asda.
Yeah, I have.
I don't think I took you in.
No.
Come see my local Asda.
Yeah, I remember waking up very late, and you gave me a bacon sandwich. I was like, "You better go because you're gonna miss your train."
Beer sweats.
Yeah.
The highest. Yeah, that was that Hop City or was that Dark City?
That was Dark City.
Dark City.
That was good. Oh, damn good.
Yeah.
So I got my stone glass that I loved, and then my daughter broke it.
Crazy times.
Well, my ex-daughter.
Yeah, after she broke that stone glass.
I have wangled a reduced price ticket to one session at Hop City.
We wouldn't think anything less, Rob.
No. In fact, I think you deserve it, to be honest.
Fuck that shit. I don't know. There's a lot of sours on. I don't think you've been paying much attention to the beer list.
Are they actually hoppy sours or just genuine?
I think they just look like they're just sours.
Yeah, because even like dry hop sours are still damn sour, aren't they? It's not like
I think it's losing its. I think the concept is losing its way. To be honest,
you're like last year they had all like the lager on and everything, didn't they?
All that it's all just so samey. But unless it's just specifically hopped beer, because these don't seem to be like hopped up sours. I mean, hopped up stouts, porters, black IPAs, whatever that constitutes like a hoppy beer. But if it's just a sour from a brewery who's got a sour because you're buying a load of IPA from, I don't think that counts. I think it weakens the concept, and if you weaken the concept, in the end it just falls on its fucking arse.
Yeah,
it's just another beer festival then, isn't it?
Exactly. What brought you to the dance no longer exists, so why are you even bothering?
Yeah. And they do Dark City, so why can't they do Sour City as just like a 2-dayer or something? Like a
Sour City was that was Russ said that early doors, and I were like, no.
Sour City sponsored by Rennie's.
Dark City, I didn't think Dark City would work, but yeah, I don't. It's an ass.
It works in Italy. That festival in Italy.
Oh, what's it called? What's that festival called? The sour one?
I think it's called the UK CBF Annual Meetup.
I don't know about Italy, and there is the weekend of spontaneous fermentation, but that's Belgium.
Oh my god, what's it called?
That's like a municipal hall.
Yeah.
You sit down and you've got it's like empty. People just write on the things like that. It's not like I say it's a beer festival. It's quite limited, like what's available and stuff. But you might eat
Look that up.
There's like the slow food festival and stuff in Italy, which is like beer affiliated. But that wouldn't be my only reason to go to Italy. My main reason to go to Italy would be because it's fucking Italy.
Yeah. It's pasta and pizza is the main reason to go to it.
Arrogant Sour Festival, that's what it's called.
Civilization. Yeah, mainly pasta and pizza. It's good beer. Maybe not quite what it used to was. Like maybe like 5 years ago, I think they peaked. I think Italy's what it was.
I think they have some like art and history as well, don't they? They're pretty paid for that. So. Yeah. Smattering here or there.
Slightly cultured.
Yeah.
Caravaggio. I'm no Andrew Graham Dixon, but you mean. So got no Craig to spark off Rick's conversation. We just been playing off each other.
Yeah, he wanted to be all the news of the week and stuff.
Right.
Some fellas watching his back.
Peter doesn't know who he is. He's just playing it cool.
Used to it now.
Fucking
Shared bathroom.
Some fucking Raj.
Yeah.
That one's for all our Geordie, all our 2 Geordie viewers. Fucking Raj in the background.
He sleeps on the doorstep, so I thought, just come in the house. One night you can. One night a week, just use the other room.
Don't touch my garlic butter, though.
Yeah. If I see any finger marks in that garlic butter tomorrow.
You're out on your arse.
Oh,
You know what happened last time?
don't let me flash you. So that's gonna be that. If you're curious what Peter's going to do with his garlic butter, I strongly recommend watching him on Instagram because he's got nothing to hide on Instagram.
Oh yeah, yeah. Any food related exploits, I'd recommend it on Instagram. More so than the actual beer.
Absolutely. Photos of cats and food.
Yeah. And feminist art.
Why not? What a better expression. Your
Exactly.
love of feminist art. Have we got any comments?
I don't fucking know. Oh, we've got YouTube open.
Let's see if I can get them.
Probably not. No more comments because no one's watching anymore.
Because Craig went. Here's the money. Craig's the money here. Okay,
Yeah.
He's gone. The viewers go.
Yeah. Feeling inadequate.
Has anybody been watching Alan Partridge?
Yeah, I've been watching it.
Yeah, I've not watched the last one so far, but yeah.
So some bits are like genius, and some bits are just like, so, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
yeah. Some bits are really good, but it's not consistent enough for me.
No. Every time it's like, Alan,
The concept doesn't allow it to be
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, it is a bit forced.
yeah. I do like sort of when it's they're playing like a video, and then they're talking.
Yeah, and it goes off.
Yeah, it goes off camera, and they're good bits.
What was that joke, that comment he said to Lynn on the last episode? Where he was talking about his hairdresser, and Lynn suggested her own, and he was like, like referred to her as like a brown cloud or something.
Yeah, I don't want my hair to look like a brown cloud. Resemble a brown cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that our international viewers may not appreciate, Jake effectively is from Alan Partridge's country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People around him are
Yeah.
very much that human being. That's what they
Yeah.
sound
Yeah, it is from mine. Even though it's like he still slips into like northern.
Yeah.
It's not consistent
Well,
in any way.
like.
But no, it has been good. It has been good. That has been good. That's but like the thing is, I just want another episode. Like I just want more episodes of the sitcom.
yeah.
Actually, that's it. I mean, Mid Morning Matters was so good.
It was really good. Mid Morning
Yeah.
Matters was. I even like the film.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
I did like how they dealt with the sort of the older presenter like dying. That was
Yeah.
great, and how they almost Alan Partridge was almost vindicated at the end
Yeah.
when it sort of comes up that he was like a Jimmy Savile type.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that episode is really good.
And that person who went to all of the films of the episodes and I spoke to him going, "What, you got the train from Sunderland?
Yeah.
It's like it's like a 6-hour trip. you don't see your kids anymore."
On the most recent episode, there's someone where they sort of misdescribe what a turbocharger is in a car, and you just see his face is thinking about it the whole time, isn't he? Yeah. And the whole time they're talking, and then as soon as he gets in like a gap, it's like you mentioned a turbocharger, but it actually injects air into the.
Picks him up on it.
And it had The look-alike.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I could actually listen to that guy sing Irish
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah,
Coogan just pride himself on being a bit of a singer, doesn't he?
yeah. But that was I was like, you could do like a nice sort of Irish album there. I would like a Dubliners
Yeah.
type album. It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
don't encourage him. He had his fucking Tony Farino album, didn't
Oh fuck! Didn't you really?
he? Yeah. Got a bit caught up in that one.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I've got to say though, the Alan Partridge in that series is actually looking a lot more like Tony Wilson and 24 Hour Party People.
Yeah.
He is, yeah, he's good.
He's got the same hairstyle now.
Maybe they used to say wig.
Yeah. Which is funny because Alan Partridge is loosely based on Tony Wilson.
Oh no, well, very loose. Yeah,
It's very loose.
Well, it's
Just that
it's
normal.
that whole presenter.
it should
that
be
whole-
mainly Alan Titchmarsh, big time.
Oh yeah. You definitely see a lot of that. I think that's just
There's
such
a
a
lot of
genius
Richard
character.
Richard Madeley, I'd say, is the biggest inspiration. It's that
Oh my God, have you-
Nonsense.
Yeah,
Have you
the
seen
sequel.
the compilation videos of Richard Madeley? And it's like Richard Madeley, Alan Partridge moments.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm going to do before I go to bed tonight.
Yeah.
Well, he's going around Italy like talking about gelato. And it's just like, yes, that is Alan Partridge.
Oh, cool.
And then like the last clip of that compilation is Richard Madeley going, yeah, I never wear underpants. It's just okay, fair enough.
Talking of potentially uncomfortable British comedy, do you watch Fleabag?
I haven't, but I heard
I've
it's
seen
good.
the trailers and it looks really good, and I can't believe I've not watched an episode of it.
Probably better than you'll think it is.
Yeah. Plus,
I started watching it with Esther, but it's
Yeah.
quite uncomfortable watching it with someone else because
Oh.
it's bleak as fuck. It's really bleak, like beyond what you'll ever expect it to be as bleak as it is. It's really bleak. But it's well done, and it kind of evolves a little bit and stuff. And it's because she's such a damaged person, like in a true unfortunate way, not in a comedic,
food.
in like she's like a fucking damaged.
Let me make you some food then.
Who wants a pasty?
He wants some garlic butter. A
Really?
little bit of Peter's garlic butter
Is that what
on
he's leaned forward?
drunk younger brother. Did you hear him? He just came in and went. He just went food.
thought it was his. I thought it was his mum's lady man friend.
Hopefully, Pete can still hear us in his headset.
Can't. He's muted us on it.
He's muted his mic, but can he hear us in the headset?
He's giving us a bit of a look.
He can. Oh man.
Craig's disappeared.
Craig, he'll come back in a
Came
minute.
from Craig's beer reviews.
Here he comes.
Here
He comes.
Going back.
Hey, Craig. Pete is talking to his brother.
But
I
he can
saw-
hear us, so we can torment him.
Oh, yeah.
You fucking piece of shit.
I saw
Here we
him coming.
go. Bathroom kitchen.
What's he doing in the bathroom?
Peter's bathroom kitchen. It's you've
It's,
got
It's
the double up, don't they?
it's the
In
it's
Scam.
the new craze.
In Scam. It's what it's all about in Scam.
Excellent.
It looks like Peter's probably having like a
He's
barney.
gonna get like punched.
What-
He's just punched.
What would be great is if there's no one there and Peter's just talking to fucking no one.
Talking to himself.
We've all
That'd
been.
be normal.
Imagine
This is good.
what you got there. Come on. What fancy beer you got, Craig? Bonita.
Foggy window.
Up on your windows. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Jesus.
By the way, I'm schizophrenic.
Baby coffee's going to save you now.
What?
No.
Baby coffee's going to save you now.
Tell us about Foggy Windows, Craig.
Food, I'm going to get you food.
So there's a little bit more malt going on, but not in like, oh, it's old malt kind of way. It's more of there's like a cereal kind of thing.
We're a bit like more balanced.
Yeah, balanced. The bitterness does come through on the back end of it. I think it's 80 IBUs. Mouthfeel is there, but I think the malt it lifts it up a little bit, and it gives you an idea of not through tasting the alcohol as such. It's more of a kind of a just the general body of the beer.
Yeah,
makes you think, oh, it's a so and so percent. It's 8.1, but compared to the Sticky Green and Bad Traffic, I think that has the edge slightly over this, but it's still on that level of craziness, you know. I've been quite lucky, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty banging.
Yeah.
Well, it's February. I think the can on date was the 12th of February, so
That's not
all right.
Is it really? Come on.
Considering we're in the UK and it's like the end of March, it's like
that's pretty
I'll
good, isn't it?
I'll take that all day long. So, and I've had the beer probably a month. So
You don't need to stand at the brewery at like 6:30 in the morning.
yeah, exactly. So
To me,
it's like,
this is from I know that from guys who do the Four Brews podcast, and they're based in California, and they're like, yeah, they make amazing beer, but I'm not going to go stand in the line at 6 in the morning to get beers.
yeah, no, it's
Quite a coup.
if I can, it's like us. It's like if you can get them, great. If you can't, you know, we don't do the queuing thing.
Yeah.
But
I'm not prepared to queue at a festival, let alone
Yeah.
sort of go out and
Yeah.
queue.
But no, it's yeah. I mean, it's you hear stories sometimes where people queue up for like 4 or 5 hours, and it's
Yeah.
like,
and
then they get there, and they're like, oh, 3 of them are sold out. It's like,
Yeah.
really? And then there's people walking past with crates and crates of it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh.
Well, apparently it happens with Other Half quite a lot because Other Half has become a bit of a thing between like the city types.
Right.
Like I read an article probably a year or so ago, where it's like city traders, Other Half's become a bit of a sort of like a trophy almost. So they actually employ people to go and stand in the queue
Really?
to get them their beers and stuff. So I have to find the article. Can't remember what it was. It might have been even like Vice or something like that.
Yeah. I know
So
they've got.
why has Other Half particularly been picked up on? I don't know, but
I know they're expanding their.
The one that stands out in New York.
yeah.
I know they're expanding their production in Western New York. I think Joe mentioned it somewhere in the last few weeks, but it might be Rochester or something like that. They're opening up something. I don't know if it's a tap room or something like that. But I can't remember. It's a few. It was a few beers back for me to remember. So but yeah, yes, it's a nice beer. But on a par, I'd say, with what we're producing over here again. So, and you don't have to queue up here. So it's kind of like, do you know what I mean? It's as good as this beer is, that there is breweries on this level here in the UK. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
it's just, yeah. What you drinking anything different since the last time?
I need to go get a beer. I'm
All right,
out. I'll go grab one.
Into the
Cool.
Haze.
Oh, you're still on that? Okay.
It's a fucking
Yeah.
It's a Stone Cold classic. It's fucking brilliant. One of the best beers is probably might be the best beer in the country. I'd say.
I would say that myself, because I remember I done a bottle share about 3 weeks ago with some good mates locally, and the mouthfeel was there with that brewery. The mouthfeel is it's on the level of of what I'm drinking here. It
Oh.
is there.
Absolutely.
I think that's the one brewery that actually nailed the mouthfeel, I'd say, in the UK.
Yeah, I think a few.
What about North? I don't drink much.
I prefer
I don't
Daya
drink much.
big time.
Right.
I mean, I like Verdant, but I mean,
Yeah,
the kind of flavour profile that Verdant go for at the moment,
yeah,
Daya is so much better. So much better. And
they
it's
are
not
good.
just me being like, kind of, I forget the word is nostalgic about like having a really fun time there. I know that adds to it and stuff, but
I will say though, I can't remember what one way. It was a few weeks ago. I think it was that. That was pretty damn good from Verdant.
the right,
The Roslin's Substance.
yeah.
I thought that's better than the batch we had at the.
Was it at Verdant Experiment?
Yeah, I thought this batch was better.
Yeah, I remember that being excited.
The mouthfeel on that was amazing. That was like wow.
All right.
So I'll give that to Verdant. I thought that batch was pretty staggering.
I like Verdant. I just don't think their double IPAs. I think their double IPAs go massive, go really sweet and fudgy.
I don't drink enough of them to kind of in the last sort of 6 months, a year to kind of know if that makes sense. I'm just going on what I've had sort of more recently, fresh in the memory and all that sort of thing. Daya, for an example, was like wow.
Yeah, it was. It was
That day, that afternoon, just every beer was just
Rory,
like.
if you're still watching, mate, sorry about that.
What's that?
Sorry.
Sorry?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a fun time.
Yeah, it was.
I was so excited to meet Rory that day, but
Yeah, it's a shame.
it was such a shame because we had such a great time.
Yeah,
Like
That almost was the trip.
Trillium and Treehouse, and we're like, this is just not holding up.
Yeah.
they didn't.
It didn't hold up.
No, it's amazing, isn't it? Just to think that it's like we've been to a brewery that.
Can we just have like a fucking 2 crates of Stella that after we got back there, wasn't it? For what we did and what we actually.
Oh, Rory's still watching, so that's good.
All right,
Rory's still watching.
Yeah.
Gutted not to see you guys. Yeah, same as that, mate.
The bottle of Black Tuesday, I think, at about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Harry pulled it out.
Yeah, we the caliber of beers we're drinking, we weren't giving him.
We could have had any old shit, really.
oh, we was just.
Case of punk at that point.
The trouble is, we were so far gone. It didn't really matter what you had. You didn't really appreciate it. It was just kind of wasted, really.
We were just dicking about too much.
It
was just like a joke. It was just like a joke at that point.
It was like
those beers.
It was like a disco. It really was.
It was like the worst disco you've ever been in.
Yeah.
There was a lot more. Oh, it was. Yeah.
A lot more of Harry's flesh than I would have liked to have seen.
There was lots more of everyone's flesh that I didn't really want to see. But
well, Craig, you were one of the culprits as well. Your show was mad.
It was like that.
Yeah. You're open to the waist, mate.
Yeah, it was open. It was done up at the top, Craig. It was open at the bottom.
Yeah, I didn't take it off though.
Oh no, you had more decorum.
No,
he had a hoodie on in his pants.
Yeah, it was a bit. It was
yeah, you reversed it.
Hey, hoodie,
Yeah.
beanie, pants.
It was too nippy in that room. So.
It was fucking boiling. That's why those lot were in the pants. It was boiling. 3 o'clock in the morning. It's just us playing crap music.
It was awful, wasn't it?
Well, it was great.
It was a wonderful, wonderful time.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. It was wonderfully awful, awfully wonderful. Well, I don't know.
It was quite a time.
Enjoyed it.
I did
It was
try
good.
and lift Harry. Yeah, I'm bigger than him. And then
Harry's a big boy.
he's a
There's a lot of them.
a whole lot of Harry.
I think, yeah, he's very tall.
Is
Um,
and girthy.
I missed that part, so I was probably
Time you see him, try and lift him up.
no.
Well, you never know.
There are videos. They're just not live.
Oh,
Not yet. No.
God.
You will never see it unless you want to pay.
Not-
I kept
you.
I couldn't watch the whole of it, and I kept skipping forward.
Oh,
And every now and again, it'd just be Rob thrusting across the room.
It's not live. It's not live yet.
I'd skip, and he'd go one way, and then I'd skip, and he'd be going back the other way.
and a bit of some bit of
But
the will
yeah,
action.
There's a lot of disco going on. There's a lot of like
It-
funk,
it's
a lot of funk,
it's-
a lot of
Oh, a
disco.
lot of funk in that room.
it's a really horrific
Mm.
video.
There was a lot of Pigeon Detectives cribs at one point. We went old school indie.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it myself yet. I just like,
The soul.
yeah, it's all part.
Yeah.
So like loads. It's about 20 minutes long.
Some sleeping
Yeah.
mods.
Sleeping mods, absolutely. Yeah, it was big time shit going on down there in the Stay City.
And we also had a cheese board.
Yeah, cheese board. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought the cheese board.
Yeah. So there we go.
Intermittent cheese board for the drunken night out.
Yeah.
I was racing because we stole Stuart's pizza and he got upset. So I thought better buy a cheese board from next door. You knew what you could do.
Yeah.
You knew what you
Is
could
that-
do. So, yeah.
Memories.
So Harry's gonna hit the hay. Oh,
What's it?
what's that about? Harry, yeah, he's not around. So there you go.
It's all right. He does work like 16-hour days.
Yeah, fair play to him. He just done a video earlier on the group chat, like all these beers and stuff. It's like, Jesus, he's got more beer than Bottle Shop.
He does at this point. I'm drinking this at the moment. It's the Cloudwater and Garage. What was it?
Wow.
Elderberry and grape sour. It's called.
All right.
It's called Out with Owls Meowed.
Oh yeah, that one.
Out with cells, meows.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I'm going back to the sour before I.
Mancunian scene. I've never really figured out where Paul's from. I mean, first time I ever met Paul, it was Cloudwater. It was in the Grove in Huddersfield. This was Will Frank, who was one of the original people at Cloudwater. I'm like, oh.
Right.
He was kind of like an unexpected young Stephen Fry. He's got a certain timbre to his voice as Paul. He's got a big beard. He's kind of intelligent, but he has a certain timbre to his voice where yeah, it just seems a little bit more than what normal folk are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
On a higher plane.
Yes, you got a big booming voice. Well, he's got quite a big voice. Very intelligent, very articulate kind of fella. So I always found myself feeling quite stupid around him.
Oh, those
You
bugs.
can like interview him and stuff. He's always really willing, and I think like in our me, Adam and Stuart had a wonderful afternoon in Cloudwater, and they were so welcoming and give us loads of shit and give us like free t-shirts and stuff. But you kind of sit down with Paul in those situations, you still feel like, yeah, I feel a little bit out of my depth at this point.
Just
Yeah. Yeah, when I met him at Humanist Lupus, he was just like, yeah. I mean, he was telling me about the yeast strains that they
Really?
use and just how and I remember he was like saying it's like this is the new IPA. It's like this is what's coming, and it was.
And it still is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's funny because he really. I remember in that occasion, like Simon really wanted to get interviews with him, but he just wasn't having it.
No, he was having like a really good time for it. I remember he was like sort of going around talking to everybody and pouring beers and that was it, wasn't it? It's like,
well, here's an idea on the success of that. Why don't you start a beer festival all about hoppy beer?
what would you call it? Like Hop Town or something? Hop Village.
The inspiration for the name is on the soul of Mark over at Bundo. So he talks. It's upsetting, mate. In here. Mark comes up with all these fucking little silly catchphrases and stuff. His first one was it'd be like all day long. That was his first one, and then for a while everything was medium rare. How do you want it? Medium rare. Could be anything. Medium rare, mate. So, based on that kind of, that voice, is that collective kind of like audible voice. That's where Hop City came from. Hop City. Got loads of Hop City here, innit, mate? It's fucking Hop City in here. That's where it came from. I remember the moment.
Cool.
But where did they get Dark City from? Where was the inspiration?
Jesus.
Really fucking crushing every fucking juice out of that berry.
Yeah,
that'll be that. No, from the very start. I'm sorry, I'm not putting the hood up for effect. I'm just getting a bit chilly. Chill cakes. Russ wanted to do quite various stuff from the start. I'm very skeptical about it all, but he's proven to be more of a shrewd businessman than myself. Yeah. I think I'd say Sour City is too far.
I think that'd have to be a one day or a
one session. I think you could get away with.
Yeah, because like Beavertown had done it, like it's just a purely sour thing, but that's just a one day event. Like, but to have a whole weekend, I don't know if you could do it.
And it could be incredible. You could have some stupid things on there, but just I don't think people want multiple.
Yeah, I mean, I love sour beer. I don't think I want a whole session.
No,
a whole 4-hour session on sour beer. I don't think.
Well, I reckon Stuart could do it. He done it at Leeds International in 2016.
What, he just had sour beer?
Sour beer is the whole fucking session.
He had his own Sour City.
Yeah, he's like, really? I couldn't do that. It's September. It wasn't even hot. Even when it's baking hot, I still couldn't do it. I don't think in the height of the summer. I'll be like, no, I need an IPA. I need a stout. Even in the summer, I'm like, yeah. But Peter, he's come back. That's good.
Howdy.
That's good.
He's made his brother some dinner, and then
I made him some instant noodles, and I got my Cloudwater glass smashed. As thanks.
No.
Really? Yeah. So we'll be going on to Cloudwater glass number 3.
Jesus, man,
I don't think of, other than that stone glass, and that wasn't even me. That was my daughter. That's my one big glass I've ever broken. Peter, you've broken like 40.
Yeah,
it's not me.
Unbelievable.
I mean, my arse in Manchester, that was me. But every other glass that I've had smashed, except for me first Northern Monk ones. That's not been me.
You didn't smash my camcorder though, so that was good.
Well, there we go. Every clan.
Yeah, indeed. But no, I've smashed one glass in like touchwood. One glass in 4 years, 5 years, which is odd.
Yeah.
But I'm ultra careful of them. I'm like,
see, I'm careful. It's just other people.
To the point I don't want other people to even look at them.
No. I wash my glasses. Don't let anyone else touch them.
No, I mean I've got some crappy glasses that you can use them.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
It's like, well, they never smash them. It's like, but if I gave them one of these,
Yeah,
be like
my Spiegel glasses is like nobody touches those. You can't look at those glasses unless I give you permission, because they will just shatter. They'll shatter into 1,000 pieces.
Yeah, you get these flimsy glasses like.
I think this is why this is my go-to beer glass. This and Union glass is my go-to everyday beer glass because it's just solid. It's nice to hold.
Thick. Quite a thick glass.
Girthy.
Kind of thing.
I like a bit girthy. If I'm going to hold something, I want it to be girthy.
Almost that holder of 2 hands.
Like that. Look, but on the flip side, I don't want one of those fucking shitty 2-0 glasses that are like, those short, fat, like pint glasses. I don't want
like that one.
Yeah, they can fuck off.
But they fit. I see. I thought I'd be annoyed by them, but they fit perfectly.
Because it was the launch of their Mister series, and we were at a pub where if you had all 6, they gave you a free one of those.
Oh yeah.
And I was with my dad, and I was just like, "You just fucking have that. I don't want that shit. You have that glass." But that Mister series though was unreal.
Ooh,
that Mr. Brown was ridiculously good. It was like a brown ale, but it tastes like Ferrero Rocher. It's just so good.
I've got a tap takeover at Northern Monk next week, but it's not the Mister series.
Is there probably a few? Is there or?
Yeah, because I think Cafe Behemoth had the Mister series takeover, and it's just a general tour takeover next week. But it's like, I shall go.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy that I was drinking those beers in fucking Norwich. it's like, that's crazy. I was like, because it was one of 6 places in the UK, this particular pub in Norwich, that had all of the whole range on that release day. So I was like trying to get, because I was with my dad and my 2 brothers-in-law, and I was trying to get across to him like how I was like, these beers are so fucking rare. They're like so unique. Like, appreciate it. But they're just like, they're good. I was just like, oh my, you won't get these anywhere else. Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
I'll show you good beer.
Yeah. But there's this like, if we ever do another, like if we do this Newcastle meetup, I'd after that I'd have to throw Norwich into the ring for doing a meetup, because it is just ridiculously good.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a mix between like old school real ale pubs, but they've got like a little bit of a craft beer slant, and then like modern, like that pub that had a two of thing. It's called the Artichoke. Really old pub, really old building, but it was like ultra modern inside. You go in and it's so light and airy, and it just has ridiculously good beers, and they're all like really good prices.
Yeah, but, I don't know what because I know Paul's still 50-50 about coming across. He wants to come to Kent, which I don't. He's still 50-50, but it's going to be around late September, early October.
If you can do it.
But then I think that'll be too close for me to do both that and any kind of meet-up, maybe in October, whenever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do both.
No, well, October's going to be dicey for me because I'm back in Germany for a wedding party.
Right. Yeah.
So that's importance to me at the moment.
We could always put it off, of course, until
Oh yeah, we don't.
Oh yeah,
if it clashes with certain things. Then I'd like to go to the craft beer calling. That'd be cool. At Wylam, that'd be
I
amazing.
want to try and do Indie Man this year if I can.
Yeah, Indie Man is probably over that.
Yeah. When did tickets go on sale? Must be soon. Must be next couple of
I think
months.
so. Yeah.
It's got to be fairly soon, I would have thought.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't mind doing that this year, to be honest. So that would
Oh,
be
that
my
was so good. It wasn't just the beers and the brewers themselves, but it was the venue. There was just something about that bathhouse where you drink the beers, and then of course you can go into Manchester. 10-minute walk to Cloudwater or Northern Monk or even Beatnik Republic.
hmm
But yeah, that's definitely if a few of us are going, we should try and see if we can get like a hotel or an apartment type thing.
Yeah, like share sort of thing.
Mhm.
Because it's supposed to be ridiculously expensive, isn't it?
Especially on Saturdays. Saturdays are an absolute pain
Yeah.
for hotels.
Yeah, because I'll fucking sleep on the floor. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just as long as it's cheap.
If you're that wreck though, it doesn't. You don't really care, do you? It's
Well,
like,
that's it. If there's multiple people going, there is a really cheap hostel.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Always comes up on Booking.com.
Yeah.
It's always the first one.
Yeah, which I'd never use on my own.
No,
because
exactly.
I
But if
like
there's a
the
lot
idea
of us,
show,
we'll take
but-
over the whole thing.
Yeah.
And protect each other's anuses.
Yeah, exactly.
As much as we possibly can, I
Protecting each other's anuses.
I'm not going. I'm not going there.
know. We can have an unprotected anus if you want. I'm just
Yeah. You choose.
Yeah.
But it's all consensual.
exactly.
Yeah. Well. I'm just finishing off this sound before I get to the good stuff.
This is pretty good. This is from Cloudwater.
Right.
Damn
I've seen
tasty.
it about. Seen it online, etc.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that one of their single hop?
Oh no, this is the sour with Garage project.
Ah, right.
It's the elderberry and grape sour.
Ooh.
I want to try that black IPA that they done
It was good.
with.
Yeah, the White Hag Cola.
White
I had it on
Cola.
keg and it tasted of fish, but I think that was the line that I had it from.
I'm all right.
Too many
I had a
fires.
can and I liked it.
Yeah, I
The
just
single
you don't
hop
see.
is fucking rubbish.
I can't believe
Fucking rubbish.
I've missed out on the mild.
Yeah, I think that came.
Oh, right.
It was cask only.
They had it recently in Margate at the lifeboat. They had it a couple of days ago.
It's so
I'd
fucking
love to try
subversive.
Cloudwaters.
Can't believe I missed the mild. Fuck off.
Can't believe I missed the mile.
Bell
Yeah.
end.
Milds are the backbone of the British brewing culture. Well,
Yeah, they are, but they're not the kind of like the kind of high end
Progressive, yeah.
craft beer scene. Really. It's very much a rarity.
Although it's what people are interested in though when they look from abroad.
And actually, no, it's not, Peter. Just Skelmersdale.
yeah, just sounds like.
The backbone,
Although-
the northern kind of
Yeah.
like kind of ale drinking is hoppy
Oh,
pale
Twiggy.
beer.
Twiggy.
Less than- No, it's not
Malt.
Twiggy. It's not Twiggy. It's not Twiggy around our way. The average,
Yeah,
average beer that
well-
is drank is hopped with American hops, and it's less than 4%.
Timothy Taylor's
It's,
not
it's
Twiggy.
bitter and sharp. And
I had some beers last night from a brewery. I'm not going to say, and the best beer was a Kolsch.
Was that Howlin' Hops?
Well, I'm not.
Craig,
say,
Craig
so-
just say the brewery.
I had some cracking beer from Howling Hops.
It wasn't Howlin' Hops.
What's Howling Hops you referring to?
No,
Refute.
no. Howlin' Hops are good. Howlin' Hops are. I like Howlin' Hops.
Name and shame.
Make me refuse.
No,
I was trying to think
No.
of people who do a Kolsch, and Howlin' Hops were the first that came to mind. Who else does a Kolsch?
yeah, no,
Well,
no, I had their Kolsch. I've reviewed their Kolsch.
But they didn't call it a
No.
Kolsch, they call it a Kolsch.
Kolsch, yeah, that one.
K-O-O-L.
Hang on, it was cracking beer.
It's really good. Really good.
Yeah, last week.
I know Nicola have actually done a collab with Gaffel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one that they're putting in barrels?
I think so, yeah.
Or pictures?
The Fire King Kolsch.
That one.
No, that's a posh one.
Yeah, that's
They're,
possible.
they're dry hop Kolsch.
A pooch.
Picture. But it's from Howling Hops. So.
It's got Das Kolsch.
Craig,
Yeah.
what region are this unnameable brewery from?
Yeah, but what?
Sorry?
Yeah, which county?
It's in Kent.
Oh, time and tide.
The Kentish Kolsch.
Time and tide.
No. Anyway,
That's
Which
doesn't matter.
No, what he's got is Howling Hops, but it's not the one I have.
it's not Gads, is it?
Gad's Kolsch.
No.
Gads Kolsch.
But what is a Kolsch? What signifies Kolsch?
Kolsch is
Ale
a
yeast.
lager that's brewed with ale yeast and can only be brewed in confines of the Cologne area.
Can it though, really? Can it?
No, we can go around those rules.
Yes.
I actually really enjoy the style. I'm really come round to that style.
You know what salty blonde is?
Is that a Kolsch?
It's all German malt. It's single hop sours. It's all German imported. Maybe it's Baird's, it might be Baird's, but it's all kind of lager malt.
I've got to say, Salto were one of the first breweries that I used to drink a lot of when I was getting into real ale and coffee. Just because Night and Day Cafe used to serve a lot of their beers in Manchester, as well as Little Valley Brewing Company.
Yeah,
Right.
Valley at my wedding.
A quick shout out to Earth, who's watching. I think he's California sort of way. He's a permanent fixture of the Jody show on a Saturday, etc. So,
Where's my invitation?
yeah.
Hey,
Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, my friend. So yeah, he drinks some interesting beer.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, hope you're keeping well, brother. If you just joined, then I'm drinking another beer from Monkish, Foggy Window. I don't know if you've had.
Rolls.
I don't know if you've had that one before, but maybe you have.
I'm just having another monkish.
Monkish.
Yeah,
but you just joined, so there you go.
Just having a monkish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Just casually having a monkish.
It is what it is. It's just,
Enjoy it while it lasts.
indeed. That's it.
Yeah.
I do. It's like if it coincided with us getting together and stuff, I'd be like sharing all these things. But there you go. I can't hold on for it, so I've got to drink it.
Absolutely, you shouldn't do. You shouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, but sometimes I think it'll probably be better if it's shared. Just like so.
Yeah, therein lies the situation.
No one shares an IPA.
No. If you do,
You've got to be
you've
got to be selfish with IPAs.
2-3 people the other day.
Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it?
That's what I do. That's just me.
Yeah, but that's on you.
The thing, the Lacapoli Rosa. I took a bottle up on Wednesday night show with a couple of mates. So I thought it was absolutely cracking. Review now on YouTube /Hopsy. You see him.
and
Yeah.
with some very bold claims.
Right, I
Might
said,
I add.
yeah, take that. Take those fucking bell claims. Put that in your scrapbook. It was really good. It was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
The one that I had on Wednesday night maybe didn't strike me in the same way, but it's fucking good.
Mm.
Maybe does have the refinement of some of the better East Coast breweries, but
It's a,
all the flavor.
it's almost like it's coincided with their kind of new labeling. The beers have just
I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I'm trying to get
they've definitely
infiltrate the
they've been-
situation.
sounds like they've improved drastically. But
They're very northern, aren't they? Very northern. Well, I'm not
North Wales, yeah,
I,
near Anglesey or something, not Anglesey, but near.
North Wales. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mold, in particular, which is a wonderful name for a place. But
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not.
No,
as much as,
no off notes.
no, that's absolutely cracking.
The other two have just cleared off. Boom. What's all that about?
And I think it's absolutely fantastic beer. It's up and down. I mean, but not one. As much as I'd like to go and like pay him a visit, and I've encouraged Simon to go, but
Yeah, he should. He should.
My
He
brother
should.
lives right at the top end of Wales. I mean,
Oh, really?
like, it's like 5 miles over the border at Chester. It's just cheaper to live there than it is to live in Chester. If you live in some arse end of Wales, but you do get that kind of bit where the street signs are in Welsh and stuff. It's quite bizarre.
The big signs then.
Yeah.
There are 4 lines for one village.
Yeah, in Barry Island IPAs, like in supermarkets. I went in his local Morrison's. They did have Barry Island IPA in cans.
Yeah, I saw you mention that on your last live thing. I thought, here we go.
What, the Barry Island IPA? I didn't bring it up.
Yeah,
Somebody else brought it up.
someone brought it up.
Somebody else
but
not me. I won't
but yeah, I was like, yeah, I thought, here we go. So I know he's disappointed with it.
I mean, he's probably won't watch this, and probably won't watch this far into it. But I mean, I'd say going down to meeting us guys in Daya, kind of like changed like Simon's.
It was great. I think he was like, well, you don't. I think he likes all that.
He does. Well, he does and he doesn't. But he knows he's not an island anymore.
Yeah,
there's more people out there, and make the most of it. I mean, the plan is it was maybe this week, but they won't be out. But yeah, so supposedly meet Ollie from Pint Sized and Simon are doing these 2 Thornbridge beers next week. So we'll see what happens, and that'll be really fun because that'll be a really unique dynamic as well. So I really look forward to that for multiple reasons.
Yeah, watching them two like
weird,
contrast,
mega weird. Because Ollie won't be Ollie because he's kind of like a character on a camera. Great, and he's so entertaining. He just does his fucking thing, doesn't he? But in that kind of moment, that'd be interesting. I'm always trying to fucking get him up here and stuff, or wherever we go. I'm always trying to drag him out. I really like the guy, and
he comes across really like out there, and I like that. Different.
I mean, I don't want people to. It's easy to just you guys know how it is. I mean, when you start off doing this shit, you exist in your little fucking minuscule pocket of the world, and you've got unless you kind of latch onto other photons, you don't exist, do you? Really, in a way, you know, kind of like be part of something bigger.
I was about to say, I like this. I just like being part of you know, meeting up with everyone and stuff. That's just like, and the friends I've made, it's like
It's alive.
it's amazing.
Yeah,
Blows me away. It's
Crazy
like
thing about it, isn't it?
yeah.
it's just crazy, and not just us, but other friends from across the pond, and that it's just lovely. It's really cool. It's just I when I first started, I'd never thought that go like this at all.
Well, there you go. Absolutely.
Just that's the main thing, and the main reason why I still do it as well. It's just
Yeah, me too.
I enjoy doing it. It's like a little video thing that it's like a my own little personal diary. I thought I'll share it.
Yeah.
I just muck around. It's just
Absolutely.
beer. It's
Absolutely.
just nice.
I've got some vague memory. Maybe you tweeted Simon to say you're going to go to GBBF that year, and he was like, "Oh, right." We're like, "Hey, why don't you come and meet us? Come and meet me and Simon." Oh,
Yeah, that was.
like, "Yeah, come on, yeah, come on."
It was pretty weird when I was like, "These people are real." I can't-
6 hours later,
Yeah,
we were all quite real.
yeah. It was. I remember we done all them. We done a few reviews, and I was rabbit in headlights. And like, this is just. I'd only been reviewing like 2 months.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's just like I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I still don't.
So,
It's all fun though. It's good fun. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to shut this down.
yes.
It's just gone 1 o'clock, so
Fuck off in a minute.
yeah, various people are gonna clear off. Thanks for all the comments. I haven't read them all, so apologies. You know what it's like. But yeah, I appreciate anyone watching or who's going to watch this far. Watch this far, and you haven't subscribed. Seriously, you know what to do.
Check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter.
There's no fan page. It's just a page. But yeah, thanks to Jake who's not here. Thanks to Rob. I appreciate it. And peace out to Clueless Drinker. I'll put all the links down below if you want to unsub them, then that's fine.
Yeah, I don't sub Peter because he's I'm questioning his quality of garlic butter making.
Yeah, well, there you go.
He's such a cook.
He's on a slippery slope there, but yeah.
He's very much so.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching. We're going to clear off out of here and see you on the next review. Cheers.